Welcome to an asana practice that kind of looks like something that would be my personal practice, kind of in the afternoon, making a transition from the rest of your day, school, work, into the evening, and you've got some tightness in your body that you want to work out, and just feel some good energy release for the rest of the night. So we're going to start up in downward facing dog. Feel the fingers spread, root down through the index finger and the thumb, and let the heels melt towards the floor. Upper arm bones pull away from each other, eyes look back between the shins. Really come into your breath. If you're comfortable with Ujjayi breath, move into that. Otherwise, just listen to the sound of the air moving in and out through your nose. And with your inhale, bring your right leg lifted up behind you. Press through the heel, maybe even circle the ankle. Roll the right hip higher than the left, bend the knee, take the right heel or the right ankle over towards the left sits bone. And look forward between your hands, step your right foot forward. Come up onto your fingertips, reach your heart forward, lift the left thigh bone, press through the back heel. Inhale, right arm overhead. Wringing out any of that tightness in the shoulders. Keep pressing through the back heel. And exhale, right hand to the floor. Step back into plank pose, top of your push-up. Lower to the floor. Inhale, interlace the hands. Inhale, lift the legs, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Maybe even rock side to side. Good. Release down, hands under the shoulders, downward dog. Bring your awareness to the ball of your big toe on both feet and drag that back towards the heel. And then root down through the ball of your pinky toes and pull that back towards the outer heel. Inhale, left leg lifts behind you. Press through the heel. Roll that left hip higher. Feel that opening through the right inner groin. Bend the knee. Drop the heel towards that right hip. Look forward between the hands. Left foot steps forward. Weight into your right hand, bring that left arm up overhead. Press through the back heel. Lift the right thigh bone, gaze up towards the top thumb. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Step forward, full forward fold. Hands can be on the floor, on your legs, behind the calves. Draw your chin towards your chest. Press your thigh bones back. Tailbone scoops towards the heels. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale to the right. Press the right shoulder forward, left hip forward. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Left shoulder presses forward, right hip presses forward. Inhale up through center. Release the hands, swan dive forward. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, left foot, giant step behind you. Spin the heel to the floor, come up, warrior two. Take the right sits bone and the tailbone, scoop them under, sink into the front knee. Left thigh bone presses back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, extended triangle. Right hand rests somewhere between the knee and the ankle, or fingertips come to the floor. Press your shoulder blades towards your heart. Curl the upper body open. Come back up to center. Inhale, lift through the left hand. Turn forward. Turn out with your left foot. Right toes turn in. Exhale, warrior two. Left sits bone scoops under. Press back with the right thigh. Inhale, straighten the front leg, extended triangle. Reach forward, left hip shifts underneath you. Press the shoulder blades forward, curl the upper body open. Breathe here. Come upright, inhale, come all the way to center. Turn your feet so that they are parallel to each other. Hands are at your hips. Lift the chest and lift through the arches of both foot. So you're really squeezing the energy all the way up the inner aspects of the leg, up through the pelvis, through the crown of the head. Inhale tall, exhale, hinge at the hips. Spine is long, parallel to the floor. Left hand to the ground. Right arm overhead. Now this left thigh wants to collapse under. Keep it lifting and strong so that the sacrum, your lower back, stays level. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Place it underneath your nose. Left arm lifts overhead. Right hip wants to collapse, so really strengthen through the right hip. Sacrum and hips are level. Breathe here. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk the hands out towards your ankles, your thighs, your big toes. Draw the crown of the head towards the floor. Notice your shoulders. If they're shrinking towards your ears, lift them away from the ears so your shoulder blades squeeze towards each other on your back. Slide your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the chest halfway. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. We stop halfway so we don't get too dizzy on the way up. Take your hands, interlace them behind you. Roll the shoulders back, slide the shoulder blades down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Knuckles lift overhead. Crown of the head melts down. Shoulder opener.
Reversing all of that hunching from today, all of that tension we're holding in the shoulders. Lower the hands to your back and to your hips. Elbows are lifted. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, inhale, all the way back up to center. Beautiful. Turn your feet to the front of your mat again. Take your hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower yourself all the way to the floor. Bring your hands back by your side, palms are down, pubic bone presses into the ground. Inhale, lift arms and legs. Strengthening all of the muscles in the back that help us with our posture. Sweep the arms out to the side. And out in front. Sweep them back by your side, release down to the floor, turn your face to one side and rest here. Chin comes back to the floor. We're going to take bow pose. You can always work one leg at a time. Pubic bone presses down, press the foot into your hand, forearm parallel to the front edge of your mat. So that would be if you're working one leg at a time. If you're working both legs at the same time, bend both knees, take the hands back for the ankles. Pubic bone presses towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Kick the feet into the hands. Breathing here. We'll take 3 more breaths here if you're working on one side. I'll let you know and then we'll switch. Switch sides. Good. Let's release down. Beautiful work. Stack the hands, turn your face to the opposite side, rest here. Hands come under the shoulders, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Drop your knees down to the floor to table pose. Cross your ankles and come to a seated position. Take your right leg out to the side. Left heel is pulled in towards the groin as much as is comfortable. You may want to tuck a blanket or a pillow underneath your bum if you've got any tightness in your back or your hips. Start here. Right elbow on your thigh, maybe in front of your knee. You see what feels best for you. Roll your chest open towards the sky and take that left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Now as you exhale, reach it over the ear as though it could grab onto your toes. Bring that left arm up overhead and then let it drop behind you. So you're rolling that left shoulder open. Eyes can gaze up. If that doesn't feel good for your neck, just look straight ahead. And then let's release. Inhale, come back up to the center. That feels so good. That whole side just opens up from the neck all the way down into the hip. Let's change sides. Take the left leg out. Right heel pulls in towards the body. Left elbow onto the thigh or in front of the knee. Inhale, reach that right arm up overhead. And so you feel there's a different sensation when we're reaching up overhead than when we reach over the ear. Keep noticing your breath. And then bring the arm, let it wrap around behind you. Roll that right shoulder open. Maybe the head turns towards the sky, maybe in front of you, or maybe down towards the knee. See what feels best, what serves your practice, what nourishes you. Release the arm from behind you, come all the way back up to the center. Take both legs straight out in front of you. Take your right foot and tuck it in next to the groin. Left leg is active, toes are lifted. Right arm reaches around behind you, so you're putting some weight into it. Left arm lifts up overhead and then cross the elbow over the knee. So you're going to press the arm into the knee and the knee presses back into the arm. Look over the back shoulder here. And keep that left leg active. And release back to the center. Change sides. Left heel pulls in towards the body. Left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hook the elbow. Go over the back shoulder. And release back to the center. Take the legs, shake them out. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. We're in a variation on cobbler, so we don't have the heels pulled in close. We're taking them out as wide as we can, or as far away from the body as we can. Inhale, lift the chest, hands are at the shins. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Imagining the forehead resting on your heels. Hands can rest at your feet or your ankles, wherever is comfortable. Allow the knees to fall open. Inhale, bring yourself back up to the center. Pause here. Bring your feet into easy pose. Just let your hands rest on your knees or your thighs. Close your eyes. And take a few moments here to just be. Not meditating, not thinking, not doing a special breath, but just sitting here and being. From here, you may wish to lie down in corpse pose to take a relaxation. Or maybe you sit here just in meditation or stillness for the next few minutes. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.